You want to see some secrets? Yeah, well, you wouldn't have clicked on the video if you didn't, would you? It's a dumb question. Damn it, idiot Daniel, sorry. Let's watch some insane secrets in video games. Here we go.
You can play some
Nice.
maps hundreds of times and never realize you're right next to a secret. But in Modern Warfare, players didn't miss these
Mousetrap?
tiny mouse traps. Shoot 5 of them and you'll be rewarded with a giant cheese wheel. Pretty cool.
Okay.
Take this to the statue in the park and this happens.
Oh my God.
That's still not
Wait, did they blow up? That's really funny, actually. I love that. That's a little Easter egg that I think is absolutely fantastic. When I saw the mouse traps, I was like, okay, mouse traps. Saw a wheel of cheese, I'm like, cool, wheel of cheese, it's whatever. Saw the Rat King ascend. That's pretty sick. I'm a fan of that. That's a good one. It's a shame the Call of Duty developers spend all their time making that and not optimizing their games because their games are 7,000 gigabytes and can't fit on a hard drive created by humans anymore.
random as Just Cause 4's mountains. They look like regular cliffs, but parachuting around reveals this red X. Obviously, you gotta blow it up, but I don't think anyone
Marked a
expected a
spot.
tunnel this long. You're seriously walking forever, and if that's not weird enough,
It's like when you find a shaman.
Find the moon. I mean, why is this in a mountain? Goat Simulator is no
Well, clearly because the moon is inside of the Earth and the government has been hiding the fact that the moon is inside the Earth for about, I would say, 50 years at this point when it fell from the sky onto the Earth during the moon landing caused by human stepping foot on the moon, which then caused it to fall. It fell into a mountain and it's been kept in a secret government base ever since then. It was, of course, covered up, and that's why the moon that you see nowadays is not actually the real moon. Why do you think we haven't gone back to the moon? Oh yeah, it's because it fell into the center of the Earth. Obviously. I don't know why people don't understand this. You guys should wake up and smell the roses because it's all a conspiracy.
known for its amazing Easter eggs. I can talk about them all day, but the best one is hiding in the server room. You can escape the map through this hole in the wall, leading you to the game's servers. And considering you're a goat, there's only one thing to do here, and that's smash everything. With each
Facts.
hit, you'll get
True.
tons of errors, breaking the game more and more until eventually... There's a
Goat Simulator feels like it shouldn't be a real thing. Goat Simulator feels like a fever dream or one of those dreams where you wake up or you're in the dream and things don't seem quite right. Like when you try to run, you're slow. And when you try to like punch, it's really slow. It feels a little bit weird. It feels a little bit wrong. Like now it shouldn't actually be a real video game.
Spider-Man games, no one appreciates their hidden details. In The Amazing Spider-Man, you have to chase a mutant rat through the sewers. An average day in New York, but Peter makes it even better with this reference.
What is that skin?
Pizza with your adopted turtle sons?
Speaking of superheroes,
That is the most on-the-nose reference I've ever heard in my entire life. It's like having a reference to Game of Thrones as like, where are you going? Are you Daenerys Targaryen that's coming over the sea to burn Westeros to the ground in a shitty final season that everyone gets mad at? And then look directly into the camera as you're saying that. Go on, Peter Parker, say that next one, go on.
Arkham Knight
I
pays
dare
homage
you.
to its past in the most creative way. In one of the time trials, you could find a bat signal off the road. Break through the wall and park here to unlock an amazing secret. Just make sure you have popcorn because now you get to watch a full episode of Batman from 1966. I love when games
Whoa,
break the fourth
copyright,
wall, and
guys.
Like does it better than
Surprised they
anyone.
let you do
As
that.
you walk around the map, you'll find notes hidden in containers. They tell the story of a man who lost his girlfriend and he's trying to find her, searching desperately with each one. He says if they survive the apocalypse, he'll find a ring and make an honest lady out of her. But sadly, things took a turn for the worse.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
If you find this, know I died trying to find you. I'll miss you. I left a gift for you at the top of the dam. So climb all the way up here and you'll see
Why are you
one
getting it?
final chest.
Oh, that's not for you, buddy. Oh my God.
Yeah,
That is
this
so
was
sad. Also, why are you getting that? That's not for you, buddy. That's not for the player character. That's for the lady. Oh no. Is it gonna be it's gonna be a really sad moment,
story of
isn't
a
it?
real player who proposed to his girlfriend, with less zombies obviously. So the devs helped him with the proposal, and thankfully she said yes.
Oh, he's not dead. Oh God, I'm so glad. I thought he was dead. I thought they were gonna be like, this was because a guy playing Dying Light was gonna propose to his girlfriend and then died suddenly. So the developers put this in the game. He's not dead. That's good.
Now, there's
Great
a ton
news.
of people who played Cyberpunk 2077 and had no idea this was an Easter egg. You can find an arcade machine which is fully playable, and it's called Roach Race. It's a side scroller where you control a horse that glitches around. By now, you can already tell this is Roach from The Witcher 3. There's insane detail.
Oh, I
in here.
love that. That's great.
sounds to the remix music, you gotta admire how much love went into this. Let's take this from appreciating
awesome.
things to roasting them. Dead Island 2 only released a few months ago, but its best secret is already timeless. You can find a mansion with multiple studios, awards, and an apology video. The more you explore this place, the quicker you realize it's a parody of content houses like Team 10 or FaZe Clan. Obviously,
Dude,
they didn't
Team
survive
10.
the apocalypse, and now you get to fight them. Another
Speaking of FaZe Clan, they've been in a lot of drama recently as well. Do they still have their stock listed publicly? Let's have a look and see how that's doing over the past 6 months. Uh-oh. Oh, no. FaZe stock. What happened, guys? Aw, jeez. Being a gamer is hard on the NASDAQ, on the stock market.
location is in Halo Reach. Usually you go through New Alexandria and fight enemies at the club, but if you get in the ship and fly to the other buildings, you'll find this green switch. Now just head back to the club, and not only are the enemies friendly, they're down to party.
Well, see, this is how we cause or solve every problem in any war, is we just get down and party with our friends, or even our enemies. That's how we solve international conflicts, guys. Why don't we just put the guns down and dance a little bit?
It's just as wholesome as this secret in Black Ops. When the first game released, people were excited to try Moon. It was a massive zombie map, and everyone thought there would be a space dog for some reason. It went super viral, yet the
How did
dog
they get
was just
zombies
a
on the moon?
myth. Or so we thought. Years later, with the release of Black Ops 3, we got a new version of Moon. Now, if you gave blood sacrifices to a dog bowl, you can look outside the map and see Space Dog.
Why does this dog require the blood sacrifices? This doesn't look like a zombie dog. This just looks like a normal dog. It reminds me of that one dog in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I don't understand why it needs the blood sacrifices. I feel like this is just a normal pooch. Maybe give it some treats because it's a good boy.
But over in Serious Sam, there's a hidden area that can only be found under a bridge. Head through the tunnel, and waiting at the end is a bonfire. But now you probably figured out what
Elden
this
Ring?
is referencing.
Dark Souls.
is known for bonfires like this, and they're usually placed right before a boss battle. So naturally, you keep going down the tunnel, and
Well, that's cool.
one of the greatest.
Man, I need to play a Dark Souls game eventually. I need to stop being a pansy little pussy bitch and play a Dark Souls game. I struggle on Zelda, man. I'm not that good at third-person games.
Cyberpunk. Everyone
Or
knows
any
how
games.
buggy this game was at launch. It was a total disaster, from glitched animations to NPCs running into walls. But the devs embraced the joke. In a secret update, they had it assigned for platform 9 3/4. Not only is this a
Okay.
reference to Harry Potter, but they're also just roasting
It also said
themselves.
69.
On the topic of NPCs, Lego Marvel has one that is totally unexpected. There's so many ways to get around the city, but if you choose a character who could fly, head to the Statue of Liberty. The closer you get, the more impressive she is, and then you realize she's alive. One of the
Whoa,
most
I mean, well, that's just like real life, because the real Statue of Liberty is just a lady that stands up and holds it for a long time. So it's pretty accurate.
underrated secrets out there can be found in Hunt Showdown. As you roam through the forest, there's a chance you'll spot this house, and it's hard to tell at first, but this is a one-to-one replica of
Oh,
Shrek's
Shrek!
swamp.
Yeah,
The
it is.
chairs,
I just
the
realized that. I was like,
bathroom,
oh my god, as soon as I saw the bathroom, I was like, wait a minute, I've seen that thing before.
exactly the same. And if you're still not convinced, there's a chance Donkey could spawn here.
Pick me! Oh, I know, me!
Now you can play Red Dead Redemption
That's
2
pretty
for
good.
years and still miss half the game. It is full of secrets, like the horrifying villain in Saint Denis. Around the town there's ominous writing, and Arthur will put them in his notebook. When all 5 pieces get collected, it forms a pentagram, leading you to an alleyway in the dead of night.
So you're telling me that when you collect 5 pieces of a puzzle, all 5 special pieces of the puzzle, something will be summoned? That's interesting. Interesting that you need 5 pieces.
As you walk through the darkness, a vampire reveals himself.
So
A
you
vampire?
found me.
What?
Nope.
What, he just goes back to his business? That's not very... What do you think was gonna happen? That he walks up to the vampire, he's like, ah, you found me at last. Hold on, I was in the middle of dinner. What do you think's gonna happen? You don't think you're gonna get shot, you idiot?
Full of monsters. Well, Resident Evil 4 has the perfect item, a rocket launcher. You could get this from the merchant.
Infinite.
The only problem is that costs a lot of money, and despite this, it's ridiculously overpowered, and the merchant knows it.
Well now, time to cause some mayhem.
You're fucking right,
Immediately
mate.
from Portal 2. After he tries to kill you, most players keep progressing through the level, but he begs you to turn back and stay. For the select few who actually turn around, even Wheatley is confused.
Oh, you came back. I didn't know you found this. Would you just jump into that pit? There. That deadly pit?
Wait, no, if you do it.
Good, I think you remember the word.
Just cause
I love when the developers plan for things that shouldn't actually happen. Like when I'm playing Zelda right now, every time that someone gives you a quest, there's a chance that you've already done it. There's a chance you've already gone to the shrine. There's a chance you've already got the item. There's a chance you already got the doohickey, the goodad, the ghibli, or whatever it is. And you could just tell him. And Link immediately just goes, yeah, no, he doesn't actually say anything. He just waves his arm around like a mental patient because he doesn't actually know how to speak, so he just waves his arm around, and somehow they decipher that as some kind of Hylian sign language, and they say, whoa, you've already done it? Wow, you are the GOAT. You truly are the main character. I like how there's just text in there that acknowledges that you've already done it, because it's really cool. They put the time into it.
There's more Easter eggs than actual gameplay. It turns out you can land on this construction site and the stairs will lead to a strange room. Everything looks hand-drawn and people are dancing, just like the music video for Take On Me, and they even added the same woman. It's great attention to detail, but nothing compared to Spider-Man PS4's incredible secret. Early in the game, Peter rips his suit, and this causes him to worry.
Not good. Can't have people taking pictures of my 3 chest hairs.
Facts.
This is him being sarcastic or a joke about him being young.
No, does he actually have 3 chest hairs?
Ordinary devs. If you zoom into Peter's chest with photo mode, there it
oh,
is.
dude.
Chest hairs.
Bro, you gotta shave it. Listen, I don't really grow much chest hair myself either. I'm not a hairy person. I can't grow facial hair. I don't really grow any chest hair. Like, hair is just not really happening. You gotta shave it. Like, it looks a little pathetic. When you take your shirt off, people are gonna be like, oh, look at those 3 chest hairs. I got a little 3 chest hair Andy. I need a little Manscaped. This video is not sponsored by Manscaped. You can use other ones if you want.
Another game with incredible detail is Smash Bros. Ultimate. The roster is stacked, but if you choose certain characters, they'll take damage in water. But Charizard makes sense because he's a fire-type Pokemon. Inklings are known for dying in water. And then we have Sonic. He is infamous for not being able to swim, and it's been a running joke for decades. Now it is extended to Smash Bros. And
Can hedgehogs not swim? Like, if you put them in the water, most animals can swim, right? Like, can cats swim? I'm pretty sure dogs can swim because that's where the doggy paddle comes from, right? But most animals, I assume, can swim. Can a hedgehog not swim? Would they just sink? I don't want anyone to ever test this because I love hedgehogs. I just think we need to get to the bottom of it. Cats can swim. Do cats do the doggy paddle? Because that'd be really ironic if they did.
Hiding in plain sight is in Borderlands 3. During one mission, you'll walk through a green building. It is full of destroyed pillars, a metal detector, and time is moving slowly. That's all the hints you needed to think, yup, this is
the
totally
Matrix.
from the Matrix. And well, yeah, it totally is. Another iconic
Oh,
reference
that's
is in
cool.
Witcher 3. During one of the DLC quests, you could go to a prison full of sky cells. At the very end, one of them will have
Sky cells? What is that? Is that like the sky version of incels? They're up in the sky like, oh man, we can fly, but I fucking hate women.
inside, and this will open a cell with a corpse on the ground. Taking a closer look
Oh,
at him,
it's
you'll see a
Tyrion.
striking resemblance to Tyrion Lannister from Game
that's
of
cool.
Thrones. In the show, he was
Oh, cell, C-E-L-L. Wow.
thrown in a cell exactly like this, but sadly in the Witcher universe, he never made it out.
Shame he didn't know how to fly.
Damn. Okay, well, to be fair, if you actually go back, it doesn't really matter that he doesn't know how to fly because he's right next to water anyway, so he's just jumping into water. I mean, to be fair, it also would have been helpful if he did know how to fly, but these sky cells they're right close to the ground.
In the Witcher universe, the celebrity walking around Breath of the Wild. On your travels, there's a chance someone called Dato will appear. He's minding his own business, but if you talk to him, you'll instantly get the feeling like you know this guy. Well, don't worry, he is familiar for a reason. This is actually a tribute to Robin Williams. He was such a big fan of Zelda,
really?
He named his daughter after her, and this was Nintendo's way of saying thank you and goodbye.
Oh, dude, that is so nice. I'm so glad, dude. They're the goats, man. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to be like a Zelda simp at this point because I've played my first Zelda in 20 years. The only other Zelda game I played other than Tears of the Kingdom is Oracle of Seasons when I was about 5-year-old on my Game Boy Color. So I don't really know much about Zelda, but that's fantastic. I'm so glad to see that.
When it comes to Star Wars, one of the coolest things about Battlefront 2 is the Easter eggs. No one really talks about them, but they're incredible, like in Maz's castle. This map is based on The Force Awakens, and it's where Rey finds Luke's old lightsaber, but plenty of fans were disappointed when they couldn't go there themselves.
Plenty of fans are just disappointed in general to the movies, to be honest. I can't think about Star Wars without thinking about, not The Last Jedi, even though that was pretty bad, but The Rise of the Skywalker, the last one, whatever episode 9 was called. Episode 9 might be one of my least favorite movies of all time. It fucked me up so much.
Felt like a wasted opportunity. In reality, it was just the start of an Easter egg hunt. As people found more objects and clues around the map, the pieces all came together and eventually the door unlocked. Obviously, you don't get a lightsaber, but you do get an exclusive hooded outfit crafted for Ray. Another item you
That's
can get
pretty
is Metal
cool.
Gear Solid
I dig
5's
that.
water gun. After mission 18,
Water
you
gun.
can develop this thing and you'd expect it to be absolutely useless, right? Well, it is insanely useful. You can damage enemy radios, destroy their power supply, and put out fires at night. We're not gonna lie, we don't have enough
How's a water gun
guns in
putting out
games
fire? That
anymore.
doesn't make
I guess
sense.
Fortnite Creative does have the Prime Water
A water gun gives out like 2 droplets of water. No way that was putting out fire.
which looks sick, so hopefully we'll see more fun stuff like this in other games. If only we could use it to defend ourselves against the Empire. In Jedi Fallen Order, you have a lot of flashbacks, and they take place right before the Jedi get wiped out. Well, in
Ew, what the
one of
fuck
these
is that?
levels, there's a door that claims it's locked. You can keep trying over and over.
Oh, I remember
and you'll
this
get
one.
The exact same result. Well, that's
The
until
Order
you pressed
66?
it 66 times.
Yep.
Execute Order 66.
I don't know how people find this stuff, man. I really don't.